Ah, gosh darn it. Good morning and welcome back to our channel. Today we are swapping the stuff out of the sprayers. Robert got the old foam marker pulled off the newer one. It lived right in here. We don't use foam markers. I mean, that's kind of a thing of the past. It's all GPS these days. We got that pulled off. We got that opened up so that we can put our electronic stuff in there. We gotta have access to that. Robert is working on getting it's terrible lighting in the shop, but Robert's pulling the easy steer off. Not easy, is it?
No.
I had to do a lot of talking to it when we put it on. Maybe taking it off was easier.
It wasn't too bad.
So Robert, when are we going to shoot you out of a cannon?
When we figure out how to do it, I guess.
Do you have a helmet?
Sure, there's one somewhere around here.
How about I make a deal with y'all? We'll wait till this summer to shoot them out of the cannon because
we ain't got time to build a cannon.
Well, that, and I was thinking I need my assistant here. Planting season's just right around the corner. I can't have him laying in a hospital just for y'all's viewing pleasure. Let's open up the shop doors and let a little light in. Not only are we letting light in, we're letting that north wind in. It's done turned off winter time again. I think it's gonna get down 31 degrees tonight. Y'all want to look at my 1,000 subscriber award? I mean, just don't everybody get them. That's only for it's only for special people. What? I thought you was gonna be like Vanna White and display it. Hold it up there, Vanna.
I don't look as good as Vanna.
Oh no, these days they stay way away from Vanna. This is the old Dickie John system that they used to control the rate on the sprayer. It's a good system. It's just that it's kind of very complicated to stand up. There's lots of steps if you want to change tips, and this is a pressure-based system where most all your other systems are. There it is. You see that big silver thing up there? That's a pressure sensor. It's a pressure-based system, whereas all your newer modern systems are a flow meter based. Robert, come here and tell us that one very good point, ow, that you just made.
But once spring, we was not gonna have to replumb something, and we're gonna have to start over from scratch.
Just ask the guys up there at Co-op at Dyer. Every year we have some kind of big plumbing project, and we thought this was the one year we was not gonna have to plumb anything up. But as usual, wrong. Should have known it all along. Go to whacking. Alright, let me have the hose cutters. Or we're gonna try to loosen them up and pull them off. Let's see how much water goes everywhere. Ah, gosh darn it. I know what we're gonna start the video with. Why didn't we do this outside? Let me see if I can hide. I got a hold of the motor side. You got it?
Oh.
You don't? Nope, we got a hose, got a hose. I'm coming. Oh! Oh shoot, let me just cut that one. I'm hurrying. What an apparatus. I swear these manufacturers make that stuff just as complicated as possible. We're going back with the old Joyce Manufacturing patented simple design that none of these manufacturers know quite how to do. See, they was doing it even back in the mid-90s. That's a 95 model. Now we have two big black coffee can looking things that we will never use. This sucks. I'm about tired of plumbing home sprayers. One of these days I'm gonna buy a sprayer that's actually legit field ready, that all I've got to do is jump on and go to the field. Now stay. Now come. Good boy, sit. Now can you shake? Good boy, yes sir. Tell us about the German torque system.
You gotta make sure it's good and tight.
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
Is that the good and tight spec?
Good and tight.
We're bilingual. When I get mad at something, you would think I'm more than bilingual. I was speaking some languages y'all ain't never heard before. Y'all ain't never got to see me good and mad before. Y'all ain't got to see a hammer fly across the shop yet. It has happened. Now we got a critical decision to make. Are we going over or under? Let's go over.
You want me to cut some more off, or?
Oh, I like it like that. Good and tight.
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
Now what?
I don't know, but I ain't sure what we want to do next, but I was going to show all these good people at home that when the Joyce Manufacturing does something, we do it where we can get it to crap out. Quick connect, flanged fitting. This is a flanged fitting. We ain't got to unscrew anything. We can undo this, undo that quick connect, and we can have the control valve and the flow meter out here and work on it in the, not have to work on it up underneath the sprayer. How about that? And not have to take 100 different fittings apart to do it. And the same thing, whoa! Same thing with the hydraulic pump. Flanged fitting. The only thing on here that we've got If it's not flanged, it's this little case drain. No, it's a vent hose, ain't it? Vent hose. That's the only thing there. All right, Robert, I think what we need to do is we need to go from our tank to our pump and then put our new fill hose on. Got it. I want y'all to look what daggum apparatus they come up with. My Bob, what brand of cologne is that? Is that Doc Campbell?
Oh, rusty water.
Rusty water. It's the fragrance that makes women love you. Smell like hoes. It's the smell of money. Look. It's I'm waiting for it to fall off flat me in the head.
Like so.
Like that. Alright, we done with that. Shoo! We need a 2-inch flange to screw in here. Then we need a 2-inch flange to screw on our tank. Then we need some 2-inch holes to hook them two together. Well, actually, we're going to need 4. And 2-inch hose barb. You might want to get a pen.
Yeah.
Doggone it. Alright, Robert, tell me what you told me about flanged fittings yesterday.
I thought they was the craziest thing ever when they first came out, but now they're the greatest thing ever. They make taking plumbing a whole lot easier, taking stuff apart.
It's a little more expense on the front end, but what Robert is talking about is there's flanges with a rubber O-ring in there, and these clamps clamp them together and keep them from leaking. We've got every component on this thing where we can pull it out individually. We can undo this, take our pump off. We can undo this one and this one and this one. Pull our strainer out. You know, if all this was screwed together, that would not be an option.
I don't even know where you would begin.
Well, that's what we got into. Okay, here's an example. All the old stuff we took out from underneath this sprayer took the better part of a morning. A good hour anyways. And it took us 10 minutes to pull the stuff out from underneath our sprayer. So what we're doing right now, this is going to be our fill hose for our tank. They had it going out the side, but we never fill up off the side. We always pull the sprayer up to the front to the water trailer. So we're going to run this hose down this frame to the front of the machine where we will use it to fill up. All right, we got our fill valve situated. We got the battery charging this sprayer. When we bought it, the man did tell us that there is a slight drain on the battery. We have not diagnosed that problem yet. We're probably just going to put a disconnect on the battery and disconnect the battery every night. I gotta get up here in the cab and finish it up. I have mounted the display. I have mounted the easy steer box. We will have to recalibrate the easy steer. Right now I am working on organizing wires and getting them to live where they are supposed to. What we're doing right now, I'm working on my steering column. We marked 2 holes. I'm going to drill 2 holes for our mounting bracket for our easy steer. This sprayer is a 95 model and that one over there is a 93 model. And we mounted the bracket exactly the same as it was in the old sprayer. But there's just one problem. The steering wheel is smaller and we've got all the adjustment out of our bracket. I got a bigger wheel we're putting on it. When I order replacements, I order these from like for an RC racing car, remote control, little remote control cars. And I always order a bigger wheel because they have more foam and last longer. On another note, I almost lost my thumb today. It's trying to turn purple. I got my finger smashed by a wrench. Robert was in full send it mode with the impact wrench that I was holding the wrench on the other end of. That's more like it. I think we can make that work. I'm about burnt out on this project, guys, and we've only been on it 1 day. No, what was day 2? Yeah. The good thing we had a good rainy spell, because I would be freaking out. I would not be in a good mood. We're mounting our field IQ module is what we're doing. I turned it on and it said that it's not recognizing, or that it's not finding my field IQ module. So go back and check all connections or rerun field IQ application setup. Now how in the crap it knows we unhooked it, I don't know, but it knows it. It's smarter than you give it credit for, or more stupid than I give it credit for. Everything looked right up there. Oh, no. Found one cable, didn't feel like it was hooked up good. We'll see. Hope nothing pops up. The longer we sit here, the better. So right here's where we're gonna call her a video for the night. I've actually done went home and ate supper. And I realized I forgot my GoPro. I normally try to put out a video every other day. And tonight's video making night. So I come back, run down here and got my GoPro. And but I thought I'd go on and tell you what we got done to the sprayer. We got all the GPS equipment in it. And as y'all can see, toward the end of this video, we was having a little trouble. And it was my fault. I had there's about 5 different connectors on that thing that have like the same end, and you got to get them hooked up in the perfect sequence, or it's not gonna recognize this Field IQ module over here. And I wasn't getting no power to it, but I got power over there to them. This is where we had to mount our Field IQ module. Ended up having to mount it. I'm not particularly crazy about that, but that is the best way I could find to mount it. But we got all that talking to each other again tomorrow. Right now this sprayer has 3 boom sections. As you can tell, we got our manifold. We got 3 on this side and 3 on this side for a total of 6 boom sections. We got to run new hoses out here for those 3 boom sections, and hopefully we can put some water in it. That's the game plan anyways. It might work and it might not. But thank y'all for watching. We'll be back out here working on this old gal tomorrow, and looks like we're gonna have a pretty good forecast this coming week. And maybe we're gonna get quite a bit of field work done, and maybe, just maybe, we might get to stick a little corn in the ground.